It's fine, my big English. How can you not?
This thing goes grrrr. Dun dun.
Ka no dira mo laptop ngwana.
Myself.
Yeah.
No. Remember, I told you. No, I didn't tell you. I intended to tell you. Do you feel like the unnecessary courses jailoring people buy for postgrad for John?
Is that answering my question?
Yeah.
What you doing on the laptop?
Yeah, I'm checking something that has to do with postgrad education for me potentially going for that.
You want
next
to
year.
be a teacher?
No, postgrad.
Oh, postgrad qualifications.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my thinking is we shouldn't even bother pursuing them for postgrad.
Like what? Yours, media studies.
Example.
Well,
Postgrad in acting,
from
classes. What postgrad?
from what I know, from what I know, qualifications like media studies, actually careers based on performance. I wouldn't advise you to go postgraduate unless and until you get a job you are absorbed by a specific company. Then you have an opportunity to grow in there. Because if you do it without experience, you're overqualified without experience. They're not going to hire you.
No, it trigger gore ke gwele motho mo wa ro nya ka go dia o nya ka go dia postgrad ya developmental studies.
As well.
Oh, no, I did media studies.
Oh.
Yeah. And one of the points I've always maintained is media. In your radio. So UL, unfortunately, the UL they didn't have
radio, they didn't have anything radio, specific to radio.
Yeah, and we only did like radio for 6 months. Finally, yeah. That's the only distinction I got.
When you wanted radio,
I wanted radio.
You got distinction for radio.
Yeah.
Why did you not go in your second year or move more than radio?
Hey, UJ. Hey. I wanted to go there, but we come from financially restrained families.
Salon.
Now I want to do corporate radio podcasts.
You want to do corporate?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like work corporate, be an office guy.
So you want to study again HR?
No. Yeah. As much as you think media is just a useless course, there's a lot that goes into it.
Like what? What else can you do with your qualification?
You mean like besides something that's on the field and
besides what we know media to be?
What do you know media to be?
News reading, language interpretation.
Yeah.
Radio presenting, producing a radio show. Yeah, those kind of things.
Well, you can be a marketing manager.
Marketing manager.
Yeah, ma.
Your course, into the qualification now include the marketing inside.
Yeah, they're equivalent. Marketing,
communication. Or marketing is just a module you had within once.
Not once, a couple of times. I think first year and second year. Yeah. Then they're equivalent. Marketing and communication.
Oh,
the
three. No, speaker, sense.
Come on, this is me. I talk sense like every day.
No, sense in that regard.
Oh, not like every day. Okay. All right. No, and also, perhaps let me get more experience than the postgrad. Because I know a lot of people I'm close to, into a higher education, same as me, banally postgrad qualifications. And that's all I'm just realizing what I should just be skilled.
Yeah, let me know what
but now legal friend
no.
But let's look at the pillow talk.
No, there's nothing sexy about you, man. Nka philo thoka ka wena wa gafa.
Okay. All right. But also I get sometimes you are worried. Okay, but
No, re bolela ka wena and the podcast le qualification ya gago ya media studies.
Yeah.
So basically I was le karabo le events le
Oh, yeah,
le
okay.
koketso.
Correct.
And then I was saying to them, BK, remember you sent me a voice note. Unfortunately, the time you sent me a voice note, Maloba, ka Friday. I was busy, I couldn't respond. BK sent me a voice note. I ran nare. For the podcast, we must try and lean towards serious things in political correctness and so
Of
on
course,
and so
of
forth.
course, of course. You must make sense as a man.
So and he's bringing this thing, I think, for the second time because we spoke about it before. So he's saying these things because to build his character in terms of
Profile
video
building.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Well, hence these questions you go with
No, Gyagushija. As much as now Kinyako
Marana ke bona e le go bora. Ke re marana ke bona e le go borisha the show.
No, a fusion of both. I mean, people and you, about this guy who's so much into sex. So once you try and diverge from that,
Episode number 26.
we've been around, ne? Now we have.
So you can't be saying you will detach from what you've been giving people for the past 26 episodes.
Yeah, we shouldn't miss on important and relevant topics.
Anyway, welcome to the council with me, Pomekful, and Bokang fucking BK, the Russian way of the podcast on the fucking rocks.
On the rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crash your baby.
Yeah, man.
No, grab one, Mike.
Oh.
If you feel like maybe okay, crash your show. No stress.
Wow, for boy.
Anyways, I don't know see today.
Yeah.
We are in the company of our brother here, Mutafaka _SA. // Yeah. King Hero _SBF SA. /
Linika la
Mopedi.
/ GPS
Ya ona mela thaba. Ele thaba o raeng?
Marago
wa badinya. Asaba o fela ne?
Yeah.
We are honored to have 2 more heads in our house.
Yeah.
Tebo broad shoulders. But nobody fuck.
The man with the Woolworths body.
Yeah, they but nobody kutunyana nobody fuck.
Wala baba kutunyana baba fresh
Masamonyana so.
Amarama ba bontsho ka re ba sheba ka.
Ke na bona go sheba bola. I want to go sheba ka se. No sheba.
Yeah.
And we have, you know him better.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah. Oh, Evans is in the building. I'm not going to say much about Evans, but yeah, I'm sure you're just going to hear him speaking from the back. Solomon Fedora. Solomon Fedora.
Solomon Wareda.
If you know, you know. You know. So, but I don't know
Yes,
so we just want to touch here and there. But you know, the relationship are always things that we speak about.
I feel like
Yeah.
We should.
Since approach the election, I want to talk about local. What do you call these things?
Local government. Oh yes.
Yeah. Ward 1. Because I don't know what's happening there, but I want to focus a lot on what arena Ward 1
which is already if you think about South Africa generally, what we've seen on TV, there are so many sections of our country that exactly. So as much as we are specifically tackling on what's on our ground, we'll be tackling
Do you know
a lot of people
about how they appoint a ward council?
I do, but I'm not really sure. I've heard. Apparently, it depends on whether this person can get independent candidate or belong to a political regime. Really, jama ANC. It's first done internally. Bamuketa, Bamia, Yabayana contest on behalf of the organization. Or like deep into IEC and
You are Kikwil. Is there anything that speaks to qualification?
no, apparently, who has more money to influence the mass?
So, do you think Matlas Chaveling has money to influence people's decisions?
Chabeling is from the other side, not like the side.
What Counsellor what one?
Including Limotwane.
What Counsellor
I feel like for her to have won, it was Mkhumungwe Kakua Saidijela. She had more voters than here. Because I can come, you find that one vote. So we might have just had her because Kagin what vote.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
like quarter. It's like quarter.
Yeah, what one?
It's like a quarter. And the total number of people who vote. You're going to find a total of 200 people. Maybe people who are joined about 10. They don't have power to influence who gets to sit on the chair. What I remember when they put in Chabeling, someone said to me, Balui was the ward councillor previously before in Chabeling.
Oh, yeah, Maboni.
Yes, the one who brought the Apollo.
Okay.
That guy, to be honest, he did a few things that deserve speaking about.
Yeah.
They were never left for a long time without maintenance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We
We understand the ward councillor doesn't have like a total control in terms of how soon an excavator comes to a community to clear the roads and stuff like that. But Baloi was able to influence a quicker process into how soon those things come to fix the roads.
Nice.
So, Chabeling has not done anything at all. Not even a single thing.
You know, women on top. She strikes me as that woman on top.
Chabeling has never done a fucking thing to this community. For this community. I can speak about Bergene, Maragachuini, Toraning, Marata Pilora, Jamarulani. 2 years. Yeah, she hasn't done anything here. I don't even know her face.
But like a woman on top, but when they are on top, they just sit there and do shit.
So, Putishogi, Mara, Navaloi, Renewe Ali in charge, Yawa Counsellor, Onesilo Rungs Dirle Bergenegana.
Arze, Mo Arze. That's why I get it. That's why I get it. But I would expect a leader or a large community, okay, to focus on the largest part, so that it speaks for him to be delivering services. Happy, you can't say I'm delivering when you're only delivering to 10% of the people that deserves the service delivered.
But I get the question.
If Ramaphosa is a good leader, he can't be focusing on routing alone when the rest of the country is not getting anything from the ANC. So I'm saying we can't measure Matlatzin Chabeling's performance to Ward 1 ka Bergeneke. Mololo Bergeneke is small portion ya Ward 1.
Perhaps we could be having like a certain segment ya Bergeneke loring ya motlotla ka mogo wena o tlotla mbaloi ka ona.
Ena sanga ka kwa motho. Ara Matlatzin Chabeling viva forward Matlatzin Chabeling because she was put there to spite the previous ward council.
Regulatelela ushiwa. Itriki ka go roka lebelela rena what one ya rena ka mogwebeng ka one ke rena ga malwa je le gore di bilong a ka ra what one and then go lebelela Bergeneke e kilometers away from naga je digolo akere and councillor ra ka lebelela se lebelela dinaga tse maga re ka lebelela se tlhowa lapa go ba bošaidi go yena ka lehlakoreng la gagwe gore a tlogele naga gabo kua e beng gona and then ya go tloga a lokiše dilo tša thogane. Remember le yena is a leader, as a political leader o ne le pressure mo abe gore okay re le ba Bergeneke re tlišitše mokhanselara o le goreng o tšwa mo community ya rena jalo re expecta gore re bone mediro ye le gore what one ye le gore le sekondiri sa thoganeng e se kry-ile le rarana re ntlhomo re tla kry-a tanka tše pedi tše tharo.
Skontiri sa Thogwane ke Baloyi, by the way.
No,
Eh,
I
ke
get
ra
what
gore-
he's saying.
yes,
Let's
ke
first
Apollo
catch up.
up to Inke Baloyi.
Let's
Yes.
first catch up with Togwane. Then Zarmola
It-
catch up.
it's-
Holistically.
It's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If Thogwane Baloyi o a le gore o tswa Thogwaneng a kgone go dira skontiri Thogwaneng a kgone go tsentšha Apollo re expecta gore Matlhatsi rena re le ba Bergenek le rena at least a direle tanka tše pedi goba a re direle se sengwe ka gore le yena o tswa mo community ya rena.
Potšišo e kgolo ke gore Mahlatse Ntšhabeleng o dirang Bergeneke. Listen, I don't like us to discuss things in a vacuum and not have direction because my interest go gore this person just doesn't know how to deliver. Okay, if she is a good leader, if she's a good ward councillor, by the way, I'm disappointed ka lebaka la gore ke moswa ene o beilwe kuwa to represent the youth and do things the modern way. You understand? But if ke moswa o le gore mo belegwe after freedom, ke born free gape Mahlatse Ntšhabeleng, and she's still following the protocol as the old leaders were doing, then we're disappointed. Because go tlhalosa gore leadership ye good e gana kuwa bakgalabe ke baswa ba feila mo Mahlatse Ntšhabeleng. So but I want to make a call. I just want to ask if there's anything worth speaking about.
Okay.
Ye leng gore
Nambilo
Karabo,
o confirm a polelo la bagala
from
ba
the
bolelang gore.
router, I'll make the call from the router. Remove this SIM card, put it in the router, put that card in here. I'll make
But
that
do
call.
you not feel like perhaps Rene go judge the politician harshly, not bearing in mind that as much as they are to serve our interest,
Politicians are not supposed to relax wherever they are being put to lead. Wherever politicians are deployed on positions of leadership, they are not supposed to sit and relax because those people are our direct link to the pocket of the country. You understand? The pocket of the country is it's my money. You know how much money tax. You know how much money they take from me? Yeah, tax money. Do you know how much money that is?
yeah.
A lot of money, yeah.
Yeah.
So, a person like me who pays tax, pays 6,000 and above. I should be worried or where is my money going to? Because I listened to Senator Ramaphosa during the week. He was responding to the debate. He delivered debate. Then he was responding. He was saying there is so many leaders, local government in the country, different parts of the country, whom are being given budgets, they're being given monies. But unfortunately, these people do not use money to benefit the people. As a matter of fact, the money is now returned to where it comes from.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
But also, my question is I said that before we put. Pegere, are we not bearing in mind that these people exist in a chain a corrupt? I get and sometimes we distance are from participating in issuing a tender or tender. It's just them keeping their hands clean, even though sometimes it's at the expense of to sell. Remember? No, I remember what will tender, but remember this the political chain. Rena re bona mo re lebeletse Ntšhabeleng re mo lebetse ka matlho ma khubile le kwato re lebetse gore Ntšhabeleng still reports to a lot of people ba ile gore ba ka no ba dismissa lo tša di bolelang go ba banya gore a lokele matsogo ka di tša di tšile.
If you become a nuisance to these people ba o reportang go bona wa ba tlhopo re ke nyaka excavator le hono ba ra wena ba re ema 5 days after 3 days wa check gore e gaufi na ba re today tomorrow after 2 days re tlo go fa. Why? After 5 days, why? Which are every day until they deliver. Give me a politician. I got an employer the qualification because I would expect that's the only reason why you put them there. Ever shall have no qualification required. We want a person who will stuff like that. It's because we are saying we want you to be a leader. Forget the book. Go. We will help about services. That's what we expect.
Yeah.
So, Ragane Jalo, Ntšhabeleng, Mahlatse, one le nako e kakang a le mo councillor.
It's almost 5 years.
Awa.
I think 2026.
To the end. Boy, I've never seen her a single day.
ke bošaedi ge le gore okay ke nagana gore go botlhokwa gore re kwa gore ka Bergane ke o dirileng a sa dira ge re ka kry-a re ka tša 4 years or 3 years e le goreng o bile kua Bergane re bapetse le 4 years ya baloi and re tlo kgona go bona gore ke mang o e le goreng
Baloi served 2 terms, by the way.
okay rena no go try go bona gore na motho o yena mo position ya o effective go ba jwa re tlo try go compare a post gore ke baloi in 4 years ba tsentšitše Apollo mola e be re ba le di TLP di kgodiwa di tsela yena keng e le gore wa e dira
Number 1 tsela e yang sekolong sa ka sana se a se pile ke dikolong ba tlile bona beng the I get to people who occupying high position at local municipality or what.
Yeah.
But it was just people who didn't even have metric. She was like a group of Ritilo Corna Lena. Hey Mike.
Away.
Or remove.
Jabore.
Good. Man, you are live on the podcast.
Okay.
Hore. Can I BK mo?
Yeah.
Le Carabo, can I le Muda, le Roto is here, the events is here.
Yeah, but then why BK that voice here?
Wamoko Belela Basuru Yishawen. We're not getting to Belela so.
I didn't say, guys.
Kinaga ubujisha when I'm Mike because Robelela Katita Baja what counsel.
Okay.
Yes, I want to check with you if there's any development that happened Bergeneke so far.
We can't say that there's any development because the only project that is there, Kia Mezi, and the project the councillors. Humana ilia term ya go feta.
Yeah.
So then ye leng gona go njwa e no ba re e diregile ka councillor engwe but so far our new elected councillor gone any service I tlisitse on the ground.
Is there anything that deserves speaking about ye leng gona thoganing marata pelo le shikishiki under the current council?
Unfortunately we have none.
Is there any event that we can remember ye le goreng community ve le gona ene le yena ba le gona? For example, a funeral, a tombstone unveiling, skolong event, farewell, and so on and so forth.
Nah, unless we mention Tabajawari now this year Redicolo di Bula then I have visited the call. But then other than that then we have none.
Okay, yeah, now just skolong safe.
Ba visited local di colo kamoka.
Was she there? Because which is your question? Because in my school she sent people.
Yeah, she was there. It's just that she's not that much vocal. Because remember the motive you go about convincing people about voting the ANC.
Yeah.
But then since Basbadi Vasilo Mowading, there's nothing she can say. That's why she's hiding. You may find that she was present in a Kocheba Itakwa school, but then I know Chabaoj.
Brother Mike.
Yes.
In order for a project to be approved, Gibala, from the time it's proposed and everything, how long does it typically take?
For a project
to be approved, to say, yeah, Ramaja, Zelashiwe.
I forgot about the meetings. That's where the communities then they write them down. So for a project or it take a place, it doesn't take time. It can take approximately less than 30 days, depending on the service like for instance, it didn't take so long. Councillor was complaining that this other group Jango strike office in Yamera. Then those people within a week service.
Yeah.
So then it's a matter of valid it's a matter of ground yalina on the what important bokaka.
Yeah.
But then the village is so much important to the black child se show ba se chaba se show se approach before se tlaka polokwane ba ba se file di services and remember or share municipality
Yeah.
le se show le thef.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Bramike nna go ne le di-project tse e le goreng di dirilwe bergeneke di dira ke mokhanselara wa Maloba Baloi.
We cannot say the project e be ile ya gage. Yena ntwe e leng ya gage ke e leng gore community must meet together with her. Re bolele ka dilo tse re di tlhokang. So then since yena a dula setulong, we never had such meetings or gathering.
No, but at the previous.
So then she doesn't know what we want. So then she cannot deliver what you.
No, I'm saying what you're basically saying is under Mokansela wa Lekgono a gona selo se re kileng ra tlhakana le ena bjale ka community ra senyaka na pele sa Thomas a thagoga. We've never had such.
Thank you. I'm a present councillor. Zero project, zero meetings, zero gatherings, zero everything.
Zero
Baloi.
Current.
No. Go tseba gore wa tsweleng Baloi. Go ne the project je le gore o di dirile a direla setšhaba sa Bergeneke na.
Ba re wa tsweleng ka Bergeneke Baloi so. Again. Mike.
Yeah.
Baloi go na le e le gore re ka ishupa ra re at least o ithomile e fedile goba o ithomile e sa tswela pele.
Baloi o thomile lo tse dintsi. Introduction ya Baloi e be le go lwela something sa private sector go ne le di power station ka kwa saeteng ja Bergeneke. Baloi fought without a position.
Yeah.
So then Baloi was elected because of that image.
Yeah.
And during his councillorship, the project tse dintsi di bile gone.
Yes.
Mebereko e mentsi e bile gone. The only thing e leng gore a e sware Baloi no se be perfect ka yona communication.
Yes.
Anger management.
Yes.
But when it comes to project le go ntšhatlala malapeng yo yona o e dirile, that one I don't want to lie.
Yes, a o releboga.
Yes. Yes, so then during councillorship ya Baloi yena o provide di-service re di bone batho ba ile meberekong di-country many places I can count.
Good.
So but then bothata ba ga gore communication ya gage e ne le problem a ka go roga at any time o no ba a ine anger management or anger issue.
Yeah. Mike, do you guys still have any questions? Wow, Mike, thank you so much, man, for giving us your time.
No, guys.
A go mbola ke gore ba re bo question ra ura go sekolong sa ka meeting wa batswadi ka re wa ile some beach.
No, e be se ra ke be ke no reminder ka principal a lena gore no guys a re gatle ke gele domete man a ska gata ke ga le mo go bottom go fitlhelela.
Yes. No, it's very point.
Yeah, so e be se fight. So ke re mo fe chance and baska miscode mara ke boletse gore ga ka palla go perform. Wow, ka se fela ke se tshwa ke protester ke bona o ka re tshwantse ke no protester maybe ga la pela ya ya yo khuja man.
No, please liaise with me first, man, because I believe I can try and prevent a protest.
No problem.
It's extreme. Please liaise with me before you go to the extreme.
Mbo are the committee or batlo perform better.
No, I can't commit for. I can't, Mike. I don't have powers to commit for other people. Right. You understand? But at least the least I'm saying is liaise with me. If you do that, na kingwana mu kwa sekolong se la ke Mike. So di kwa sekolong se la ba swantse ba tshusetse ke nna pele ba tshushetsa ke lena.
No problem. It make a sense. But I learn no at least man. In kind of fella number 3 to the bottom from the bottom. At least I know when you perform because I can open the record your performance.
Hey, thank you so much, Mike.
Podcast or scholar so bottom.
Yeah, man. Can we cut a magic edition?
Number Masila Sela. Kuluma Jalamara.
Go edition. Thank you so much, man.
So.
Exactly. Potentially. What do we do? Do we continue?
Yeah, let's continue.
Kiril Matazin Chabelling were disappointed at the same time, would disappoint our driver million about about to the petro Sabraro. sa boraro o tlontlolla seriti sa basadi ba ba leng maemong a ketapele. How many times do we hear gender equity, gender equity, gender equity all over and all over? Yet we have people like Matlazi Jabele who are not delivering.
Yeah, a solid case to raise or
Ga ba nyole re mo compare le motho wa motlhatamileng wa tlileng pele ga gage re mo compare nae mo compare le baloi.
ke monna ne.
Mike o tlhalose baloi o lele even before he could sit.
Go era gore ge re ye kwa pele re bona setšhaba se kgetha banna fela ga go sane mabaka a mantši a le gore re tlo ba re mara why re kgetha bana because re mo file monyetla so
Yeah. Gona nambile it's evident gore ya etwa ke tshadi.
wela ka
No,
lope
are give up on.
polelo e re yang
Inyaka go nyanya. Ya dumela ya tshadi eta ka pele inyaka go nyanya.
Yona ke nnete.
She did
And
good.
she delivered. She delivered.
So it's about men on top.
She delivered.
Even though she was corrupt and stuff.
Monna kana kwa Lina buroto. Tsa go botse kana kwa Lina nga dishupa. First thing, dipompi tsela she regraveled the whole Congo. She regraveled the whole train. Wata tsela proper roads. Lina koma. Metsi ka dipompi ka motseng o molong. Ba try project ya ntwela sewage system ka DRDP. During kwa Lina ka DRDP the toilet be maintain o ba drain. I think every month.
Yeah.
Kana kwa Lina.
ya no go lega
District lights
valeki mara go isha nneteng a sentse re ba le mokhansela lo re tla mo supa botse ra re botse o bereketse ke setšhaba le ge re lebelela Lina ditsela tša re diretseng tsona ke tsela e ferika go ishupane jajo
Bara ape Lina since I got studio it's been like 20 years.
yes ke ra gore
And batho ba long reng ba gona studio ga di jalo. Ba phela o dimatsela tša Lina and they deteriorate. Why ba she
Do you not think gore ka gore leader ka gala tsene o tsene when the priorities of politicians were still straight, like the system ya go utswa it wasn't so
dinaga tše kae tše le gore kana kwa Lina they didn't deliver still.
wa tsore nto botlhoko ko gore ka mogwe le gore these guys are not delivering the bar is so low such that sentse re yelo tše le gore Lina o dirile kwa morago yes re okay no Lina o dirile and le go ka lebelela the quality ya the project le gore Lina o di dirile Lina could have done better a ke ga no lekile a ke re mo convert to ba le gore ba dira dilo a ntse o batlile ka morago ga gagwe mara ge re ka lebelela quality ya mmereko wa gagwe
Yeah.
man we need better people to do better things for enough community and I think
is it the conversation should it be but go bona ba leng wrong or they just exist in a system wrong? Because I think as much as you've been elected by the community and sworn in by the government, the government also has a responsibility to say, you said you'd serve your people. What's the program and how far are you with it?
A system of accountability.
Do you think also ke yona e le gore ga botse ino diela re bo mahlatsi be bo mahlatsi ba tlhoke mahlatsi le rena re tlhoke mahlatsi
na ke nagana gore ka ba le system because ge ke le gore ke system e sentse re lebela re committee ja o tshwana le Thogwane ka moka ya ba di tshwana le Thogwane di tshwana le watwa mara if molapong for instance naga e nnyane ya o tshwana le ile kgona gore dire ditsela tše di ka gone o ra gore then go thata se system go thata ke moetapele
And Michael Bulesi are moetapele bo e leng goreng bo robetse bo anyatšiwa services tša gago di tlo tšewa tša fiwa community mo for as long as wena o sa e wa bolela no e sa le tšhere banna for sure wa batšhaba ba galabe bale
there's that re go beile mo you're going to listen to us
jo jana potšišo gore setšhaba se bone a sa tana gore mara motho a se motho
that's why ke re ba mmeile out of spite ba mmeile go swina o mongwe. There were better candidates that could have been put on that position. Speak on the mic, dude.
Broad shoulders. What's your mind? What's on your mind?
Most of these councillors, Rakwelaka wanna before ever the councillors, and never a lot before ever the councillors, my comrade and whatnot. But this Laraton Chaveling, I mean, sorry, we only got to hear about her. Ashija Duchi. I
mean,
should
we
judge
also have to acknowledge Michiga it's a
before
this
Lina la gabe
ICC
le
process.
sa exist. Go swana le what's going to happen no people about the next time Sanjura Jolle Martapel and we don't know anyone fighting on Martapel, but it's okay.
Hey, but
Who dictates or leader is your guy?
For counsel.
Do that. Do that.
Mara se
Yeah.
yes.
mara se se bontšha gore le rena re le setšhaba re thoma go acta mola motho a dutše ka gore if ever councilora e dula mo because wa vote because I mean if batho ba re ba votela gore ba be councilora and thoganeng dišikešiki maratapelo ke kgolo o tla jwang gore motho e le gore o tswela peregene ke community
Le sa
a
mo
feletse a
tsebe.
dutše re sa mo tsebe le go mo tseba
I think also ele faulty is who represent ANC for this particular area, and we are ANC. So I think Ndelo read by Zishagor, not
Re votela ANC.
not who is heading it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which speaks to the forever awaited conversation around politics.
If we were to destroy the political party system, multi-party system in the country, we would have a better country.
We'll have to change democracy.
No.
No. In order for us to have one or two political.
Democracy is a system of government.
Yeah.
It's not about if
Yeah.
political parties are here or not. Democracy is just a system of government.
I don't know.
And it can still continue under one person.
So now we don't necessarily have to destroy the multi-party. Like no reintroduce the private candidate. One of our arena as the masses, I think it would be better gravitate towards the direction our revote the individuals.
Independent,
Because then we have Mutuel Loring Utlokana our account.
Yeah.
Eh.
Cause ka go ke mbalula ke
Ke mama, and ba re go ka go ke jaaka gore okay ba bona gore le se no as a country ra ma Ramaphosa re khotsofale gae ba tla ba re rekisetsana le diphando namile ra motho mongwe na le diphando o tla ba ka bona
whereas it's just the phased change. Balo chicha face fela.
and ke ntwe e le gore rena re la batho re votang a re no control over yo bona ba no control gore ba re fama rena re kgetha bona le setšhaba bona ba kgetha gore ba re fama
I wonder the conversation should be let's gravitate towards independent. Yeah, the thinking is the same. Banagana and Twete.
It's fine. Let's try and not even run a campaign, but talk more about politics as we are heading
No,
towards.
like I said in the beginning, I'm not concerned about other words. Yeah? My concern is mine. That's why I'm going head on for my hearts and Chabele. You understand? Because my worry is this person must deliver. She must deliver. So for heaven's sake, she must do. What a disappointer. Remember, most of us, we know what should happen, what shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
We know how these things work.
Yeah.
And a fellow Moswa is failing to do things that we deem easy.
And wrong.
Yeah.
I think you guys are wrong. Because I think voting is a passive act.
Okay.
When you vote, you're just saying, exit. Yeah, topan to jilamo. Then no, there's the part we engage in the actual politics to say, Bazi, we've voted for you. Now come through. Let's sit down.
So where our boga if you wishisha where our batwa sentero ba ke re ba be mo re fetse re ba sala morao gore no ba dire mmereko wa bona
re ba kuke ana mo ntwa e bolelang a re le topantse re ba kuke re ba ishe go yona re topantse re ba kuke re ba bushetse morao re le that's what you want to do.
But also we should divorce our mind into what we hear, what we see. I get. Yes, they've committed warfare. Then into the relationship. Settle to what so the same mechanism goes into that. It's when your woman says, "Baby, I'm not happy with this."
Yeah.
Do it or change. Yeah, it's intentional. Yeah.
She shouldn't do that. It's not right.
That's because she doesn't care.
And
She doesn't care.
o ba tseba gore se ja du ja one se re ka se dira
The process of
The problem is
Mm.
in one of our episodes previous. I said the community does not realize the power it has to remove a leader.
Exactly.
She is a leader. She's only a voice of many voices. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's still not over above us.
Yes.
That's why we take a unanimous decision to say you're no longer our leader. We have
Yes.
that power to do it overnight. Just that as a community, we are not ready to act upon a failing leader.
No,
Is
100%.
is it a matter of not being ready or because I think
What you know?
O mention no point or are involved. Why?
Yeah.
And kinto ile gore e dira dilo tse so dira. Yena wa tseba gore re le setšhaba re na matla gore ka motsoša setulo. Mara a re tlo tšea action.
Yeah.
So gona gore a direng a be comfortable, knowing very well gore
Protest.
No, in her head, she's like, Patlandia. No, Kusala, go dire fela ke a go. This guy wa cancel ya ga maja because na ga ga maja. Ba re mphakathi ya go yela ra nya ke metso nna ke dira ke water affairs.
and mara go no isa netting the community tsa borena o tshwana le bo magai a re ne le history ya gore re tse ba councilor ra re ba dire gore ba account.
Yeah.
So mo le mo atla mo ba
We are
tseba
a
go
weak
ne ntwe ba ka
community.
dira.
That's why
Ra isheletša.
that's why ke nyaka go blame lena le re you are smarter, you are educated, you are all of that. To say lo tile a di tseba.
Who don't have time for politics, man?
Then if you don't have time to for politics, then just keep quiet.
I'm
Talk a bit.
not saying
O bitse drill o dirile pothole.
misunderstand. Me saying I don't know about politics. I'm not saying
Ore.
I'm seeing what is happening. I know what should happen, and I see a failing leader. I'm simply saying nah, because I'm too busy at the I can not matter out and I can't write on Naso. That's why I voted him to I represent.
No. What's
So
I'm saying overlay imbizo ya mokutogane. But let's gather together, share thoughts. The one approach along this matter our leader RG serious. There's someone with the knowledge. So let's go through this thing and this thing. You don't have to be there like no. You just
if there was such a meeting. The meeting is now I was attending. Where
was busy.
I was going there.
Was busy.
Oh, get okay. Meeting but under this administration, none of those kind of meetings were held and were convened. No one ever said, let's come and meet and talk about the state of things. So how do we make people account?
So since we are part of these meetings, who did after this meeting? Reduce your village, who did the results of the meeting?
For example, when the road was being constructed, this one, the half done. When it was being constructed,
Very funny.
Mediocrity.
Very funny.
Setting what the contractors they are put in there. But and that's not right because a project is supposed to benefit a community in which it exists.
It exists.
You understand?
Yeah.
The people got together to discuss such a matter and it was changed. People were given opportunities to bring trucks, just that people failed to deliver.
Oh.
They were called to say, okay, we are removing them, bring yours.
What happened? We are not empowered enough.
What happened was, as a community betrayer, you understand?
Politics of the stomach.
Politics of the stomach, I didn't feel as a community. I was saying, problem one person who has the power to change, that one person, we go do more than to change the masses. They will say, but I was saying, why not push for the mines to be open so that those mines can employ masses in that particular community? Out of population of 1,500, it's fucked up.
It's messed up.
It's fucked up. So I'm saying, kana kwa baloi, baile, rakontraka, utlile atlisha le batho ba re ba gole, ba di traka tsa gole. You understand?
Yeah.
Community ya hlakana to say, that's not right. This is not right. Romamo to go representative because re ka se bolele motho la re le ba bantši at the same time. Ke le chata. Tsamaya, wa tsore ba Romama. Ba Roma Sondile ho di bags.
Aya go rekisha.
Sondile ho di ga fihla ko, you know what he does? O tsena kua, a tsentša traka ga gage tša gage tše pedi. A fihla wo community hape ba gana. Yena o tsentšitše tša gage. Gape ke batho ba ile gore re ba bitša di-hypocrites ke ba ikaketše ene ke
Sontiwe. Fuck you.
No mara nete ke nnete. Nete ke nnete ne sentse re bolela.
Community ge go Roma e bona o ena le mabokgoni a go ya go kgona go bolela le baetapele gore tlo o change maphelo a bona. You go and do that. You don't go when o fitla wa bona opportunity ya gore nka tsentša tšaka ka kry-a million. Wa tsentša tša gago tše pedi wa bo wa re botša maaka wa re botša gore ba ra banyake mo. Do you think we won't find out? Nto nngwe e phoso a e dirileng sonte ke gore o dirile botlaela ba go nagana gore community ke ditlaela. A se rena ditlaela.
O re shaeditše ene o dirile stigma sa gore okay no ga makafolaetla e le soretegana mogolo wa re nagana rone botlhale ba ka re thuša le ena o ya go re rekiša.
Oh yeah.
Go dira the same.
Ya no
The culture e creator go discreditana.
Ene rena ge re nyaka go fixa ntwe a re ke tlwaetse bjale ka community a re lemogeng gore re na le maatla go feta baetapele ba rena and start to make them to account. Ke generation e ntšhwa bana, for heaven's sake. A ra sa bolela ka comrade Congolose tlhagatlhagela ka moka
Mokonto we sizwe.
a re ntšheng dilo tšela ka moka re focuseng taba ya gore politics about service delivery.
Not about
Politics
this time.
are about service delivery. You understand? All of us were already educated in this modern generation, this current generation. Re na re a tseba re tseba bokaone. Re badile constitution. We know our rights. We know things that the government is supposed to do for its people. Wa bona? A re di tlwaetseng gore knowledge e re swereng ke re phatlaletšeng ba ile gore ba fitlhile go gausinyana sekolong re ba rute go dira gore di-leaders di be accountable for the actions tša bona. Then you see will change.
Go botlhokwa o se gore gore re kwešiše gore le ge re ka tseba ra ba le tsebo enene mara wa ba le tsebo o dutse ka gae ra ba le tsebo mara re sa kgobokane ra ba ngata ga e effective.
Daud ya hloka seboka di palela ke sefebe se tagile.
Tanko
But yo nngwe ya dilo tseo re sa legana mo maabane I had a conversation le e ke bolela le Koketso le Karabo about leadership positions in big companies. Koketso said something like batho ba bantsho o ka ba fa company e kgolo wa mo fa project e kgolo o fa ka kare you are wrong.
Yes.
You are very wrong because go na le batho ba bantsho ba bantši ba ile gore ba capable of doing that job ya go leader smelt ya go leader mine. The issue ko gore re na le challenge ya gore batho ba le ba leng qualified ba kgonang go eta pele mine a ba fiwe opportunity ka lebaka la gore ba ka ntle ga mine. Ga ne jalo re bona gore go kaone re tope Mr. Mangmang o bereka that section of the mine re mo tliše mo gausi re mo fe position ya leadership. Mr. Mangmang is not qualified to lead. You understand? Mr. Mamang has been poor for many years. Mr. Mamang, the moment he gets to that position, we don't go loot.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And Mr. Mamang at the same time, ke product ya apartheid. Who believe our musho wa mokolota for his activism during apartheid.
Yeah.
He is going to loot.
Yeah.
He is going to loot.
That's how he gets to pay himself.
So, ke be ke ra ena ke re bona a re thomeng system ya gore 30 years go ya bua pele re thoma go lebelela batho. Let's scrutinize how qualified they are or how capable they are to do this job. Kabusha ka ra ena ka re the issue is the people who qualify to do these things, the people who qualify, the black people ba ba qualify go dira dilo tse ba ka ntle a bana mebereko a bana experience.
Yeah.
Ka lebaka la gore ba ba leng ka ga mebaeng ba tsentšhana. and go tsentšhana wa tseba ra nyaka qualification ke mfana ge ke mfana mala
Number 5,000.
tsena mo monna
Number
Tailor
5,000.
deployment tsena mo monna
Yeah.
ga e bona ntwe so ke bolediša ntwe ke gore ke nyaka go checka go lena gore do you believe in the same stigma ya gore a white man can lead better than a black man?
I think we can really talk about it from
Nanga.
Alright.
We already have batho ba bantsho ba e le
No,
goreng
finish.
whenever
Let him
Can talk about it from what?
from not mentioning the point race. Adam, to say as much as we are going to racialize it, we should also acknowledge the trauma that a black person's mind has extended from the previous. It's not necessary. I'm in agreement with you. Hey.
See, what,
yeah.
the moment he says trauma, someone said, Baba, the person said historical trauma. Kare, who has the historical trauma? Let's study it. The people who have the historical trauma is the people I said in the beginning. State is our color, apartheid, 1, 2, 3. They still have direct relatives who were badly impacted by apartheid. Those are the people with historical trauma. Those people are not good for us. The country I have those people.
Okay, so
Those are the people Baba Lutang, Baba Wishang the state resources, Baba Wishang the state equities, Baba Wishang the state businesses. Those people. Because Baba traumatized Luta government.
No, maybe let me say more.
Qualified.
Let's
Let's forget. Let's do things right.
yeah.
I'm in agreement.
Ye we bolelang partly ke dumelana le wena. Mara wana apartheid it's not as far back as such that re ka no move ra lebala gore ke ntwe le reng e dira.
Exactly.
Understand?
Exactly.
That ke ntwe le reng e dira 30 years ago. If o ka lebelela le se di Holocaust tsa bo Jews re bolela ka almost 75 years back. Understand? And you look at what those people are still doing. They still using that. This thing here, historical trauma. Now, bare Harvard, only research le reng e tswele bare. This historical trauma actually can be passed from generation to generation.
Exactly.
Understand?
It becomes
what
an
they say.
identity of a black South African.
For a non-related 30 years ago, what about us? So it means we can still bear those. And remember, direct product, they were directly impacted by that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Mara already more company, another company it's there and they are successful.
Yeah.
To go JSE listed and but it would be unfair to say so company because opportunity recently. Understand? So where our white people have more experience and the privilege because some of them don't even qualify, as somebody say.
Exactly.
From a young age, Bamruta, the business mind of things.
Yes.
Rather than the degree. Already he knows how to run money, finances, books, and everything. By the time he's like 18, 20, Bamofaya business. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. But also, we are in agreement.
Learned how to do these things. I know theoretically.
We are in agreement. We are in agreement. The part that trauma is
trauma again. Again, historical trauma, right? It's a valid point. It's a valid point when a big kid. But historical trauma, the people, that's what I'm saying. This thing
it's the perception around it. Argument the perception we should look at it.
This thing we can narrow it down to people who were born in a certain year, in a certain period. We can narrow it down. We can simply say people who were born. For example, people who were born in the 1970s. 1970s, those people are 40. 1972, only 51 years this year. So if we narrow it down from people who were born in the 70s, they didn't see apartheid, Sharpeville massacre. They didn't see that. June 16, 1976, they didn't see that. They saw it, but they were still young. Those people, but traumatized, but not as much as someone who was born in 1930, 1940, 1950. So our Chokomeleng who employer those who were directly hit by apartheid, because those ones are traumatized and they can't think for the current generation. They're still stuck in the bed, still stuck in closing a gap which we don't need.
O ne le point where mara re ke tsena gana mo. Ge re directly impacted by that. We don't necessarily mean gore e diragetse re le gona re di bone di diragala tse.
nkokotetse ka speaking.
Mara nna ga ni jatso. Akere. Ke fa motlhala. Akere. Re se ra kgolwa. E ba dula polokwane bua. A ile le dikgomo. Akere. O ne le dikgomo ka gae. Ge apartheid e thoma e fihla ba re no mo tlo dula batho ba batho fela. And then motho montsi wena o ka se be le diphoofolo tse di soso wa la o to robele tse tiri ba tse le khumo le ba motlosha ba mo yagela ntlo e timo wa understand papa o lo reng ke ngwana ga sentse ya go thoma ground zero wa understand e ra gore nka nna no night means nna sentse ge papa ka palelo o ra re nna sentse ke tle ke thome fase
O tshwere trauma tsa batho ba babedi.
that's a direct
O tshwere trauma tsa batho ba
Wa
babedi.
understand? So bontsi ba re that's why as black people bontsi ba re na re thoma fase
You are gay,
yes
you are gay. Now I'm simply saying, for example, look at the ANC. You are gay, and because Makuma Bonachi will lend their Bonachi, Tolotolo Kamo.
yeah
But others can excuse our in positions of high power. They are looter like
no 100%
because that's the issue we
no
have right now.
100% sure
The people Baba they were in positions of leadership because of that trauma you said. Banjeji now, Banjeji Humo, Ratoma Fasi, 2 generations down. Resoko you 2 generations down. Where now for opportunity. Unya got all gap here 2 generations down. Instead of focusing in the future 2 generations, you can't do that because by misusing the resources you have today, uthibela the generation ya pele gore le yona it should the very same resources go gola. That's why I'm saying that historical trauma because we are focused in closing something ya morago is are pushing ka selo legato la gore re bule opportunity for the future batho ba luta aba lutele gore ba be botse shapu ba be shapu kwa pele sustainable ba lebeletse gore ba khume in their lifetime.
no ke dumelelana le wena
So are trying go fokotsa the comrades that were comrades in the past, putting them in positions of high leadership today.
no ke dumela
Those are the people who are doing things wrong.
Yeah. ke dumelana le wena and a ke tsebe gore re associate le historical trauma jwang le di leadership tsa rena tse le gore di a luta ane judge because a ke nagane gore gone le ba le gore ba mola positioning e le gore whatever ba dirang ba re ba dira because of historical trauma tsa apartheid and then, but at the same time we are not supposed to downplay the effect of apartheid re tlo ba re dira push
Some people, for instance, corruption, it's normal in South Africa everywhere. Everywhere, so much that the traffic it's so normal because the people in high position. I can remember the ANC. There's no way we can detach the ANC from all this conversation because the ANC, Mushong, local government, municipality, wherever, the ANC comrades.
yes
Banyaga ma comrade ya polokwane ayo swara polokwane municipality ma comrade ya ka swara municipality bialo as we elevate in higher positions. You understand? There is no way we can speak about tabaya development these comrades because these people I'm still saying but believe our state is our color and they will continue looting for as long as we allow them to be in positions of leadership. You understand?
no ke
I
dumelana
just
le
want people. I'm not saying
Yeah.
forget apartheid.
Yes.
But I'm just simply saying, I think it's about time we allow people to lead where they are qualified to lead in terms of the book.
okay that's interesting
It's about time we start doing that because that's the only way we are going to remove the plight, corruption.
So that's scraping
But-
out cadre deployment.
what
Cater deployment it over like in you.
but what guarantees us gore motho e le gore o educated o na le
No,
qualification
arena
a ka se-
guarantee. Arena guarantee ya gore re bolaile corruption. Mara rena le guarantee ya successful leadership.
so ka mantswe a mangwe re re thuto e supa gore motho a ka eta setšhaba pele.
In many cases, yes.
Okay.
I get on Department of Health and Science. Department of Health and Science. What is that department all about? They know where things are wrong, where things are right. For example, I give these people example of KNM. I always say to them, there is nothing that should happen in KNM and I don't know how to do it. There is no one who should know something unless they are taught by me in the company. You understand? So I'm simply saying, Department of Health, let's put a doctor there. We are not sure if the doctor is going to loot. But we are sure as hell that he's qualified to lead that department successfully because he knows all the expertise. Unlike Comrade Mandashe, I to health. Comrade Mandashe doesn't know anything about health. Comrade Mandashe gele comrade no Luther Department of Health. He doesn't know anything about tester AIDS.
Lena bonagale a le healthy.
That's what I'm saying. I think let's establish a system of leadership versus qualification everywhere.
Yeah.
Starting from a mere principal or preschool. Starting there.
Yeah.
Oh, monangas no jam mamang mangara le mere ko ba se ba mbali kitchen.
And le masha talo gona go dia.
Talbeng principal like le gona o khala. No. We can't have a situation where an educator, a teacher who's not even a HOD, is more qualified than the principal. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
We expect the principal to be the most qualified person in an institution.
100%.
But doesn't leadership speak to the element of the principles and
those ones are add-ons. Those ones are add-ons. There's some people who are
natural.
organic,
you don't believe in
there's organic,
natural born leaders.
There's organic intelligence, okay, and there's learned intelligence, education.
Yeah,
if I might put it like that.
Yeah,
people are born smart.
Yeah,
hereditary.
Yeah.
People are born with instinct. But if someone is born with that organic intelligence, they go to school. What do we have?
Genius.
So I'm trying to say, let's try to drive ourselves towards genuinity. Hey, comrade, karo eno o ne lentjula ba galo ko eno motelele bile o senatla. Re bona o ka re o ka tshwanela ke position ya bo principal. It can't be like that. Because rena re lutse position ya fase. Re tlo phela re go nyatsa eno ka se re botse selo ka re gona go dikemelela ka molao. O wena o sa o tsebeng.
Yeo ke nnete.
Wena o gona go rasa ke. O tono rasa ka gomola ka phutha matsogo ka go lebella. Ka re ketsi ntwela Employments Act 1990 mamang e re bereka bokae hours. Wa tlhabela le shata. Ka furella ka tsamaya ka gae. Tomorrow when you come to me or return warning ka go ntšhetša act ile ka re pha ba re ke bereka 7 hours ke tsene ka 8 ke tswa ka 4.
Yeah.
Ka gomolela. So we can't have a situation where a leader is underqualified. People who they are being led are overqualified than him.
Yeah, no, you're not. Yeah. You know, I justify it.
So that's why I'm saying, we fix this generation. Almost said the EF.
Mara re fixa joang na re lo gore the most kamo ga the corporate South Africa nto bo tlhokwa ke experience. Experience is more valued than education now. And okasi solely or wire value experience than education now, because it has been proven now and again or remoto aitla ala fresh aitla ka qualification jaga and somebody or let's say only 5 years alimo in exception ya batho ba ile gore o buletse gore ba bang ba ne le natural intelligence so rena batho ba lo they naturally intelligent mara batho wa swa sekolo okay so mola gale mona reng apartheid be eta sepela ka tsela nya ka batho ba le gore ba mmereko ba o tja directly ba ba latlhela mo mmereko then go ne le batho ba le gore as soon as or grade 12 ba bona gore ke motho o capable ra mo tja re mo latlhela mo akere ge re ka lebelela qualification only the other disadvantage ke gore ba le gore ba talented akere and then ba tlhokile bokgoni masheleng a gore ba ka ya university then bona ro ba tswalla kantle mara batho ba le ba ne le maitemogelo a gore ba ka dira mmereko mo ka ona so then bona mo mmerekong o a kere motho o jere nako e telela le mo mmerekong o motho o jere nako a le mo smelters o ne le 5 years o tseba re go dira and naturally motho la o ne le bogoni akere so if re ka e lebelela the only thing e le gore e tlo fapana le gore o ne le pampiri akere e bontšha gore na I believe gore qualification ya gago what it says about ke gore o ne le bogoni ba go ithuta gore mo re ka go latlhelang gona o ka kgona wa ithuta ka tse di diraga mo wa fetša wa tswela pele.
And I'm still not saying let me get a PhD and put me in a job same time. I'm simply saying now that the damage has been done again, as we allow these ones who are already in those kind of positions, they are qualified and are absorb. We allow them to learn. As these ones go out retirement, let's put it this way. Because the situation now, the principal mang aijwa. Rona meja mang comrade mang room na meja principal go school. Comrade mang udo to from CS1 educator to principal because he's been teaching for 20 years. Comrade mang on a diploma. Yeah. Allergin ECD what was? That one they used to do a mistake. Wongwa. On a little lay experience. Makafula is 10 years experience, degree, honors, masters, currently doing PhD.
So how
do you not think Makafula is more qualified than this person? Makafula has the potential to lead the school better.
Now, if you look at it on paper, theoretically, Makafula ga matlalo a lorong on a loan is the better candidate. Yes. So, but how about whether only experience say and then on a matlalo na rebellion specific related assessment. For miracle renyaga re fa candidate passage interview agar le by 5 re dira test or assessment it tailored for miracle o lo re to botsisha ka dilo tse lo re specifically and then o lo re obviously o kra sko sa godimo kena lo reng o kra.
That is fair, and I think an interview is about that. But an interview becomes unfair if raja interview remove the policy from you. Because when you go to study further, when you pursue the academia of any field whatsoever, you are studying its policies. For example, if I pursue the academia in education management, I'm studying policies into education management. You understand? So it will be unfair. Roga reach interview where which are the questions experience yamrao was which modern questions related to modern policies. Because
but when are they
comrade? They even call a comrade to sit in the interview to observe all the things that are being done as per the policies of the union. You understand? So I'm saying it becomes unfair if you are going to ask experience-based questions only. You neglect policy-based questions and questions relating to current problems.
Yes. So
I would definitely lose.
I remember what we're trying to create. We're trying to level the ground. Where everyone agree opportunity. Yes. So the lojona chega mwachona radijera to consider and then rabale assessment loring.
It caters for both 50% of this, 50% of this.
It's fine.
Are you not responsible to propose such things?
Propose
such things to the relevant authorities to say there's an injustice here?
This is me doing that.
To who?
Oh man.
But are they policymakers? Are they policymakers?
Who will watch this?
But watching and being engaged are two different things. When you watch it, like Yeah, and you can say something very negative
Yeah.
and nobody would hear.
Yeah.
But when I'm with you, looking you,
Because there's power, you know very well or media. Power.
I know.
office.
I know.
You know that.
I know.
So
But we
saying
have-
these
we
things
have-
the
we
way
have-
I
we
am
have-
saying them here. It's me proposing.
No ke nagana gore ra dumellana gore re tlhoka di-system tse dintšho tse e le gore di dire fair play mara ke na
Problems
yeah.
must be treated as living things.
Mm.
They grow, they change.
Sure.
Problems
Sure.
in any institution, any
Sure.
organization,
100%.
they must be treated as living things wherever you go.
Mm.
Because if you fail to do that, then you are ignoring fact that bana ba go seleka ba last year ba ka seleka go tshwana le ba this year.
Yeah.
Ola na
Lapile re ka se ba gale go tshwana.
ola na seleka ka stena o seleka ka draw
Yeah.
Wa go tla go seleka ka stu wa bona.
The two, yeah. They're
That's why
there.
I'm saying
They're
Yeah.
there.
treat
Yeah.
problems as living things.
Mm.
That way, you are allowing yourself an opportunity to bring new ways of dealing with similar problems that come in different ways. Like I said, o tlwaetse gore, bana ba rasa ha re ba betheng.
Yeah.
Instead of engaging them,
Instead of sitting them down, implementing detention, black books, demerits, stuff like that, stuff like that.
Look, the other thing gore remember the system redesign ile gore le shikishike tshwane le thogwa e tshwane le dikolo tse ding and
That's wrong.
go ima yes go ima gore o kry-a le gore ntho e re proposang yo catera for thogwa fela mara ko le shikishike there e tla fitla ya sebereke so the challenge e nngwe e le gore o bona gore go boima gore o change the policy or o change sela le sela it's because gore o tle then we execute, we implement naga ka bophara e ba the main challenge Wa bona?
There's no problem, Wara. If you have two problems, two similar problems occurring in two institutions,
Yeah.
there's no one solution that will fix both.
yeah,
You know
true,
that.
True.
There's no solution that will fix two problems in two different organizations.
Sure.
Size one fits all.
So I'm trying to say, if we're talking a school, school is not a problem, ya noise. School A is not a problem, ya noise. School B is not a problem, ya noise. How school B fixes their problem cannot be the solution for school A.
So we are saying what it's not only the goal of fela mara
Wherever,
the company
any
ka moka
organization.
di tlhoka a sense of autonomy wa bona ba be le room mo le gore ba kgona go di direla dilo based on the challenges tse e le gore bona by the experience instead of saying gore okay no mo dikolong ntwe ke ntwe sentse e direga
An organization, and each and every organization must be able to design policies based on its own problems. The policies must be based on policies as enforced by the national standard.
Yes.
Education, how the education department recommends. The Department of Education recommends specific ways of dealing with specific problems. It's a recommendation. You are not compelled.
Yes.
But you create your own,
Right.
enforced by those recommendations at the Department of Education. Mara, you make your solutions to be relevant to your own institution. That's why they say scholars policy uniform or policy. But all of those policies must be based on the Education Acts and stuff like that from the Constitution.
Yeah.
That's why the Constitution it governs melao ka moka,
Yes.
le institution ka moka.
Yes.
Mara ona melao ka moka, ka di institution ka moka, e le gore e tshwanetse be identical. The only things that must be identical is those that are quoted from the Constitution.
Yes.
That's the only way they can be identical. If it's not quoted from an institution and solving a specific problem from different organizations, it can't be identical because two different organizations do not have an identical problem.
No, 100%.
Even if it's a similar problem, it's not identical. It's caused by different things.
Elements, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. You know what? I never got to say my point.
Yeah.
All this time I'm keeping quiet. I'm
Yeah.
like, aye. But it's fine. It's fine.
No, ya kwa
Okay, sure.
I was saying ya kwagala. So mara who is the most effective person o le gore ge yena a ka dira dilo tše di tlo kgona gore di diragale ka bopaki a ka implementa di-changes o le gore ga a ka kry-a lentso gore re nyaka gore mo dikolong go diragale 1 2 3 4 and then ga ka di dira then re ka ba le changes ka pele. For instance, wena no o ka go bolela le principal, ba principal le ena o sane le di limit tša gage mo setulong sa gage, le ena o tla tloga re ke tla go bolela le circuit manager a nna ya intshwanele ke a go bolela le mang le mang le mang.
wa bona ye nngwe e re bolayang. We'll talk about the schools because all of us, I think, it's something that we can
We've
listen
been
Look, and I also think because school ke place yo loreng we easy to exert influence
most of the change.
Yes.
Actually, if you're changing a country, you
change a most school.
yeah.
So,
Perfect platform.
but it's very wrong that when you are put in a position of leader, BK, if I make you K&M manager, you must take action. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The action here is young if he support a key constitution at K&M. Manager, action here. You don't need to consult. So, renale problem ya gore re be le di principal tse ding tse loreng instead of solving a problem that it can just be solved like this, enforced by policy Department of Education. You still want to ask second manager? You can. Second manager happy le mo sekolong sa gago. O botsa gore ditsebu ba dirile so be ba ile problem so try a solution ya ditsebu. It will not work at
Monna re
it won't work.
di policy tšeo ba di tsebana gape le di principal tše di leng gona ke di ANC traumatized people tšeo bolelang ka tšona wena ke nto wena o e bolelang.
Advocating for your nana.
Yeah.
Kida diploma. Someone said, "Nka se tsume ka dintsa tša motho o mongwe gape." Ke malema o say, "Nka se tsume ka dintsa tša motho o mongwe." To say, if the EFF wins in a specific municipality, they win elections to be in charge of that municipality. I guess here my ANC in positions of high power because they come from
ANC.
You understand?
Yeah.
But question you kgolo ko rena ba gona ba ba qualified go feta ba le ba ANC ba be ba le gona.
Yeah.
If you have those,
Sure.
then it's fine.
Sure.
But if you don't have those, you can't put them for the sake of ngas to make up such a mtomo. Ona sepela o nyaka ba le gore they are not affiliated to any political party. For the sake of proper good leadership in that particular position. Because ngas no ja comrade Floyd ka mere minister of finance.
Bola utswa VBS. Okay, not like a utswa. But what's wena ke?
VBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, VBS.
Yeah.
But why ba jana ma mogodi go di mo ga chopa.
Straight.
Ka VBA di buile kudu mo.
But
mine says 160. Yes, arguing move on. Let's move away.
let's move away. Fine.
Politics.
Politics in a math.
Eh?
Politics.
Politics in a matter.